All right, I've brought Darth on today because I figure my partner in crime here. I need the homie to help me properly.
Sherlock Holmes and Watson.
Exactly.
Back at it once again.
To properly tackle this, because I think this is the worst thing Plarium's ever done. If you remember in yesterday's video, I said this: the Halloween spinning the wheel thing. I guarantee you, the driving force behind that was to generate, because they know a lot of people are going to just go make a bunch of new accounts so that they have fresh codes, so that they can spin that fucking wheel, and it looks real good on their metrics because they got a lot of new accounts being made. And I was apparently more onto something than I realized. So we'll kick all this off by me throwing in the word allegedly, because I feel like that's probably going to be necessary here.
It's a little bit of a tinfoil hat theory, but the more that we got thinking about this and the more that we drill down with our combined experience in mobile games and a little bit of just knowing how the companies work.
Especially Plarium.
Plarium in particular, it is an interesting business play is where I'm at with this one. It's an interesting concept, but we got to explain what's going on first.
Okay, so y'all are familiar with the Halloween event. We've talked about it a bit. You put in your code, you spin the wheel, you get a trick or a treat. Most people get a trick. Every now and then somebody lands on something and they win a prize. There is a thread on Reddit. I'm not going to drag any names into this because I don't know who wants to be in the video and not, but it's on Reddit if you want to go check it out. They won a $50 gift card, and they received an email from Plarium.
And to be clear, there's two types of prizes you can win. You can win in-game prizes, and you can win real-life prizes, which are like Amazon gift cards, basically. And this man won one of the real-life prizes. One of
the tangible prizes. So here's the email they got from Plarium. Again, allegedly. Thank you for taking part in Raid Trick or Treat event. Unfortunately, your submission could not meet one or more of the eligibility requirements of the event's official rules. We will be unable to process your prize following the official rules of the event. We hope you enjoyed the Halloween Trick or Treat event. Look out for more events in the future. Wouldn't want to leave you empty-handed. Here's a promo code for 3 energy refills in the game. This email was automatically generated. So they had this email on deck. So instead of the $50 gift card, they get 3 energy refills as compensation for the fact that they're ineligible. Now the question we have to answer is, well, why are they ineligible?
And to be clear, this is a holiday event. So this is their entire event for the Halloween thing.
Basically all they did for Halloween.
Yeah.
That seemed to very obviously include everyone, right? There seem to be no stipulations. The page looks different now. Yeah. The page looks different now than it did when I did this on October 17th. Now they have a disclaimer here that I guess was in the terms and conditions the entire time. And that disclaimer is, as of October 19th, entry is open only to new users that downloaded the game in the period starting October 5, 2022 at 12:01 a.m. So if your account is older than October 5th, as of October 19th, it doesn't matter what you win from this wheel, you're ineligible. You no longer are someone that gets to participate in this.
Worse than that, it even lets you spin the wheel and win a prize. So I just today, when we were testing this on my account, which is obviously made way before October 5th, I was able to spin and win a prize. And now it says, okay, well, we're waiting to validate your account. Basically, your team is going to look at it and manually decide whether or not you're allowed to have the prize. And basically that decision is going to be based upon if you are a new account or if you've been playing the game a while. So this holiday event is only for brand new accounts, basically just created.
Yeah. But it wasn't, there's just no reason. And that's the part where I say that this is the worst thing they've ever done, because this is unnecessarily shitty to the players. This doesn't change the way everyone was going to behave. Everyone was going to make a bunch of new accounts anyway. If they want to have a new account farm, fine. I don't give a shit about that. But to create a new account farm under the guise that you appreciate your player base and wanted to give everybody something fun to do for Halloween with events with rewards they could win, and then have people win them and then be told they're ineligible because of some stupid ass window that you put on it. None of it needed to happen. It just didn't need to happen. You could have either not put those prizes on the wheel or just give people the prizes.
This is what's frustrating about this for me. Like, we've both done YouTube giveaways. This would be the exact equivalent if I said, hey, we're doing a giveaway for my subscribers, but only for subscribers that have been subscribers since October. Only new October subscribers.
Yeah.
However, feel free to make a new YouTube account and subscribe to me again in order for me to be able to get you into the giveaway. So
Yeah.
it's essentially farming. It's almost like view botting. Like, it's this weird way of, let us artificially have a gatekeep, and that gatekeep is only time related. So we have to have a new account created. And they know the current players who are super into the game are going to do this for a chance. But the only reason they would do it for a chance is if the reward was a real life prize. So they had to throw gift cards in there, which is what's scummy about it. Because if it's just in-game items, why would you make a new account just to get an epic item on a brand new account that you're not going to play anyway? But you will do it to get some real life cash. And so I think that's one of the things that's specifically a little weird about this, because having real life sweepstakes and then garnering it only to the new players in order to force the current players to have to make a new account under what would be my tinfoil hat is to appease investors that are looking into the game and saying, I want new downloads, more fresh blood. And you have this artificial like bubble of new players that aren't actually there. But in the number size, it looks good. Okay. Now, I might have a tinfoil hat on. Okay, maybe they just wanted to, we just really want to reward the new players lately. And sure, that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with having a promotion, trying to get new downloads and all.
Not at all.
It's totally fine. And that's industry standard. I just think it's a little weird to put in real life rewards and then say you have to make a new account for that. Like, I think that if it was just in-game rewards, we couldn't accuse them of this, because then it's like, I'm not going to make a new account just to get refills on a brand new account. Like, it's just a new player promo. It's not a big deal. But you put real money on the line, it becomes something else.
So scummy. And even to add on to the thing you said about, like, if we did a YouTube giveaway, that's like announcing that 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be doing this giveaway and the window opens now. And then a week into the window going, oh, by the way, it's only for new subscribers. So all my current subscribers that commented and did all the other things that I made mandatory for the giveaway, they didn't need to do it anyway. It's like, well, why didn't you just say that at the beginning? Why didn't you make that clear at the beginning?
It's a level of disrespect that we as people who work with audiences literally for a living, we know you can't send to people. Like, you can't send this very obvious almost shot at your own audience. Like, you have to be very careful. You farm your own viewers too much. People don't get happy about it, which is why even people like me I get in trouble for clickbait and stuff now and then, right? Because people are like, hey, you're just farming our views. We're going to watch you anyway. You don't have to do the clickbait. We'll watch you anyway, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same logic that type of person would say. And so it's like, look, I can understand using like what I would consider marketing tactics, right? I can understand that. I've done it myself. What I don't understand is doing this, like, let's put real life cash into the equation with these Amazon gift cards, because Amazon gift cards are basically US currency. It's the same thing, in my opinion. I mean, you can buy whatever you want off Amazon, and then saying new players only, and basically saying, everyone go download new ones and maybe you'll get some cash. Like, I mean, that's basically what's happening. It seems blatant and obvious, and I'm not like mad about it. It's just like, it's just an obvious move. That's just what it is. And let everyone else feel about how they want to feel about the move. But that, make no mistake, this is a bot farm, new download. That's what it is. Or what
it is. I just don't know why they had to incorporate this shittiness into it. Like, it's a slap in the face for the sake of slapping us in the face. Like, I'm real frustrated. I don't really expect anything from Plarium anymore. I'm beyond expecting anything from them. But even this surprises me.
It doesn't surprise me, because it's like it's the gradual progression of like marketing tactics. When you're willing to do anything, you're like, okay, let me grab as much as I can, right? It's just, you're going to eventually need new ideas. And so somebody over there had the brilliant idea, look, we need new downloads. Let's incentivize new downloads with real life money. Look, if I told everyone right now, which I can't do because it's illegal for me to do, if I told everyone like, oh, go download Raid in my description for BlueStacks, and one out of the 500 people that download my Raid BlueStacks link is going to get $1,000, I would profit immensely off of that. If I got $500, I would make a ton of money, and one of the person would. But I can't do that because it's not only kind of scumbaggy, but it's also illegal. And I feel like this kind of skirts the line of like what you can get away with. Like, it's not really illegal. They're giving away in-game stuff, but then they're also giving away real life cash. And there's maybe an argument to be made of like, if anything, the people that should be upset is not even the players. It would be like Google and Apple with download fraud. Like, that's probably the people that might end up getting upset over this type of thing. And I don't think that would ever go that way, because it's a symbiotic type of relationship. Everyone benefits from having stuff do well numbers-wise. I don't think anything's going to come of this, but
It won't.
I
It won't.
understand why it's upsetting.
It's just I can't get over the fact that this part of it didn't need to be a thing. People were going to create new accounts anyway. Like to create that window where you exclude everyone makes me believe they had no intentions of ever giving away a gift card. That email was automatically generated. They typed that out in advance. Like,
if it's auto-generated, I think here's the other bullshit part. If it's auto-generated, it means it can be auto-sent, and they can automatically tell me on the website if I'm eligible. They don't need to have this delay period. You don't need it literally at all. It's auto-generated. So because of that, when they went into the thing and I just spun and it won me 50 auto battles and energy refill, it didn't need to give me the illusion. Like, it could have just told me you're ineligible right from the beginning, but they purposely allow you to go through this facade in order for the people that will forget about it and not get angry and wait for the email and all that shit just to get one energy refill. They won't care. So they purposely have this like cool down period where people just get no answer, because if they just told them right away, people would get mad instantly and it would be very obvious. So what I don't like about it is that there's multiple things, which I can, as somebody who's like focused on marketing and like things like good titles and thumbnails and like trying to get people's attention, all this, I can just see the scummy tactics right there. Yeah. It's just obvious. It's just that it's not a question in my mind. It's, oh, they did this because of this. They did this because of this, because the only logical outcome for that is that they'll get what they want, which is as many new downloads as possible. Like, oh, the decisions they're making are all specifically to force people into making new accounts. And the decision on whether or not you think that's okay, it really lies on how you feel about that type of promotion. But that's how I see it.
Yep. Yeah, it's it's a weird place to be as a creator for the game. It's the first time I've ever been like legitimately ashamed, which is saying something. But yeah, I guess
promo, but
it's not. But
feel bad about it. But
yeah, it lights the fire for getting some of these other channels successful, so we can potentially move on. Because holy shit, it's only going to get worse from here. Like, they've only gotten worse. So
I don't think it's just this game. I mean, as much as like I can see the tactics here, it's like I'm not pretending this is the one and only game that does this kind of stuff. Unfortunately, it's quite common, especially in the space that we're in. And I think scummy marketing tactics gets more more and more common the more and more you're going to get into media and entertainment, especially as you climb. Like, I don't think this is something that's unique to like just shitty mobile games. Like, I think it's bad in our genre, but I also think it's like it's a symptom of the disease, and that's like marketing's the real disease. Like, you want to talk about the cancer of products and stuff, it's advertising and how important marketing's becoming. Marketing drives more than the quality of a product now, like easily. And so I think it's always going to be a race to the bottom of who can grab the most. And that's kind of what's happening now with games. And it's a depressing conversation, maybe a conversation for a different video, but I can see many games going this way. It's not just in our genre.
Yeah, it's a real bummer. We need to we'll found a development company and we'll do it right.
Maybe. I feel like I just want to get out of gaming entirely and go live my life in a van or something, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of, this is another topic, but I'm kind of sick of the gamer always being the guy who gets fucked. Like, I feel like it's once all the money realized how many people were gamers, the amount of them, then now all the gamers, all the companies are lining up to take turns fucking the gamer. Like, how much money can we get out of them with this remake or this rehash and all? Maybe it's a pessimistic way to look at it, but it just kind of feels like it's a hard time to be a gamer right now from games.
Yeah.
It's not really the golden age of gaming.
No. Well, there you have it. Ends on a pretty sorry note. A solemn. What's the word I'm looking for? Melancholy.
How about we earned the spin wheel when we would really like to claim it, Plarium?